Okay, guys, welcome to the lesson. So yesterday we went through the same lesson. Again, if you are new to the class, we are reading a textbook called The Great Train Journey. Can somebody quickly tell me what did we do in yesterday's class? Can somebody quickly recap what did we do in yesterday's class? And everyone has to mute their mic. What happened in the yesterday's story?
Sir, I can.
Yes, Hazir.
So we yesterday learned about Suraj went in a train. No. So we yesterday learned the train is moving. Suraj is thinking the trees are walking. First time he think the trees are walking. When the train move very fast, Suraj is seeing the train are walking. No, running very fast. So he was confused with that. And Suraj fell down in the ground when the train is shaking, so he fell down in the ground. After he saw one man.
Quick question. Did he fell down on the ground?
No, floor. Sorry, floor.
He fell down on the floor. Yes.
Yeah. So after he saw one man, his face is very dirty, and he is sitting on back of the crates. And I think Suraj went nearby the man.
Sir, some words disturbing.
Yes. So that is the summary of the story. Do you guys remember what is the exact conversation that happened between Suraj and the dirty faced man? What was the conversation?
Sir, can I?
Yogita?
So sir, Suraj had an apple. When he saw the man, he just dropped the apple, and he said in respectfully way, "Namaste," and he asked, "Who are you?"
Yes. That is another thing. Do you remember? What is the last?
And the man came near Suraj, and he has hair. What on his face?
Yes.
I don't know what is called.
Again, guys, please don't interrupt in the middle. If you want to speak, you can raise your hand. Okay. If you want to say something, you can raise your hand. I will call your name. Then you can unmute your mic and then speak. Does anyone remember what do we call the hair on the face? What is the word that we used yesterday? What is the word that we learned in yesterday's class that says about the facial hair?
Bearded.
Yes, Srinivas, the word is bearded. Bearded means the man had a lot of hair on the face. That is the meaning of the word beard. What is the last sentence? What exactly is the last sentence that we ended yesterday's class with? Everyone, please mute your mic. Zubeda, please mute your mic. What was the last conversation, Hazira?
Sir, I think we end that Suraj gave one apple for man.
Yes, that is correct. But there is one other thing that happened.
Sir, what's your question?
What is the last conversation? Where did we end the story yesterday? What was the last sentence? The Suraj.
Sir, Suraj asked the man, "Who are you?"
Sir, what are you saying? Tell me again.
Did you raise your hand? I saw you raised your hand. So do you have an answer?
Yeah. I think the man asked you buy a ticket. So Suraj said no.
Yes.
And that's where are you going?
Yes. So that is the last conversation that we had learned in yesterday's lesson. So a man is asking Suraj, do you have a ticket? And Suraj is saying, no, I don't have a ticket. And he's asking the question back to the man, do you have a ticket? So that is where the conversation and the lesson stopped yesterday. So today we will see the next few paragraphs, and how we will do today's lesson is a little bit different. We will do a small role play. That means we will find the characters in the story. We will assume ourselves as the characters of the story, and then we will talk with each other as if the characters were talking with each other. For example, let's say I am assuming the character of Suraj, and Gokul is assuming the character of the beard-faced man. We will read through the lesson, and then we will try to play the same roles as the Suraj and the bearded man, and we will talk to each other. So that is the objective for today. The objective is students will participate in a role play of the characters in the story. Role play of the characters in the story. So for that, we need to find what are the characters in the story. We already know that the two characters that are right now in the story are Suraj and the beard-faced man. What is the meaning of a role play? Role play means act out or perform the part of a person or another character. That means we are assuming ourselves as the other person, and then we will try to do the things what the other person does. For example, I am assuming the role of Suraj. Gokul is assuming the role of beard-faced man. So I will talk to Gokul as if Gokul is the beard-faced man, and Gokul will talk to me as if I am Suraj. That is the role play. We will do some of the role play today. So for the introduction, we will just read the paragraphs and we will try to play the role play. Then after I will give you a chance so you can also participate in the group practice. Who wants to play the role of beard-faced man? You can raise your hands if you want to be part. I will play the role of Suraj. Okay, Ria, you have to raise your hand. Ria raised her hand first. So Ria, what we will do now, we will go through these 4 paragraphs, the one that are in the blue color. Then we will do a small role play. Ria, which role do you want to play? Do you want to play the role of Suraj or do you want to play the role of beard-faced man?
I'm okay with anything, sir.
Okay, sounds good. So let's say I will play the role of beard-faced man. You can play the role of Suraj. But before doing that, we will try to read these paragraphs and see what is happening in the story. Then we will try to do the role play. So previous lesson ended with Suraj asking the question, I don't have a ticket. Do you have a ticket? So that is the first sentence is saying, no, said Suraj. So Suraj is saying no to the beard-faced man. And he's asking a question in reply. He's asking, do you have a ticket? The man pulled at his beard and mused upon the question, but did not answer it. What is the man doing? The man is pulling his beard and mused upon the question. Does anyone know what is the meaning of the word muse?
Sir,
Yes.
Sir, muse means where he not answering the question.
Think again, Gokul. Again, using the information in the sentence. What do you think is the meaning of the word mused? Okay, mused means thinking. Musing means thinking. You can see thought or thinking, pondering, or thinking about something. So whenever the Suraj is asking question to the man, do you have a ticket? What did the man do? The man is thinking for some time. He's also pulling his beard, but finally he did not answer Suraj's question. He thought about it, but he did not answer Suraj's question. He took a bite from the apple and said, no, I don't have a ticket. So after some time, what did the beard-faced man do? He took a bite from the apple and said, no, I don't have a ticket. So what did we understand? Both Suraj and the beard-faced man, both of them don't have any ticket to travel in the train, but they are still on the train. But I usually receive this compartment for myself. What is the beard man saying? I usually reserve this compartment for myself. That means I want to be alone here he's indirectly asking Suraj a question. Why did you enter my compartment? Usually, I'm the only person who travels in this compartment. So that is what the beard-faced man is thinking and telling Suraj. This is the first time I have had company. The beard-faced man is also saying, this is the first time someone is traveling with me in my compartment. Usually I travel alone, so I am the only person in the compartment, but this is the first time someone else is also in the compartment, and that person is Suraj. Where are you going? So the beard-faced man is now asking, where are you going to, Suraj? Are you a hippie like me? So the beard-faced man is also saying and asking Suraj, are you a hippie like me? Hippie means a person who travels all the places. He doesn't have a one particular place. For 10 days, he stays in one place. For the next 20 days, he goes to some other place. And then for the next 1 month, he goes to some other place. He doesn't have a particular place. He just travels and lives wherever he wants. So that is the meaning of the word hippie. Okay. So who do you think is the hippie in the story? You can raise your hand and tell me. From the story so far, who do you think is a hippie in this story? Gokul?
Sir, the hippie is the man, sir.
Yes, very good. Why do you think the beard-faced man is the hippie?
Sir, because he told that I only travel in this compartment. I only having
Yes, yes. Because the man said, I usually travel in this compartment. That means he has traveled before and he is used to traveling. That means he's going to a lot of places. So that tells us the answer. The beard-faced man is like hippie. Okay.
Sir?
Yes, Yogita?
Sir, sorry, sir. What is the meaning of hippie?
Yes.
I didn't heard that.
No problems. I just explained the meaning of the word hippie. Can someone else answer Yogita's question if you understand what is a hippie? Hazira?
Yeah. So Yogita, hippie means going all around, like we are traveling everywhere in the world.
Oh, I got it. Thank you, Hajira.
Very
It's
good.
okay.
I think to give you more explanation, if you ask someone, for example, if I ask Hazira, where do you live? Hazira will say, what will Hazira say? Bangalore, because she always stays in Bangalore, and if only something is needed, she will go out of Bangalore. But if you ask a hippie, they don't have any particular place. They don't know where they want to live, so they will just go to some other place. Whenever they get bored of that place, they will go to a different place. So they don't have any permanent place. They always travel from one place to another.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So now the beard-faced man is asking Suraj, are you a hippie like me? And Suraj is saying, I don't know. Maybe Suraj also doesn't know what is the meaning of the word hippie. So Suraj is saying, I don't know. Where does this train go? Now Suraj is thinking about, where am I going? Remember, he got into a train without even knowing where the train will go. So now he is wondering and asking the beard-faced man, where do you think this train is going? He's asking. The scruffy ticketless traveler looked concerned for a moment, then smiled and said, where do you want to go? So what did the beard-faced man reply? He looks concerned. He looks worried a little bit because Suraj is asking the question, where does this train go? Maybe the beard-faced man also doesn't know where does this train go. So that's why he's saying, he smiled and then he said, wherever you want to go, this train will go there. Do you think that is correct? Do you think that is true? Raise your hands if you want to answer. Do you think this train will go wherever Suraj wants to go? Hazira?
No, sir, because the train is go the parcel they have to send. The train is go just that place.
Yes, very good. Yogita, you have an answer?
I said the same thing because the driver where he wants to take the train, he will take.
Okay, good. So this is the introduction paragraphs. Ria, did you understand the story so far? Can we do the role play?
Yes.
So I will assume the character of a beard-faced man. You can assume the character of Suraj. You can.
Okay.
So I will start the conversation by asking, "Do you have a ticket?" Then you can respond, and we will take it from there. Sounds good?
Yes.
Okay, we will start. So I will call you by the name Suraj. Suraj, do you have a ticket to enter into this train?
No. Have you?
I'm just thinking, I'm just biting my apple. No, I don't have a ticket. But I'm the only person who will be traveling in this compartment. This is the first time someone else is also traveling in the compartment. So where are you going, Suraj? Are you a hippie?
I don't know. Where does the train go?
I don't know either. Wherever you want to go, I think train will take you there. Okay, that is the conversation that is happening in the first two paragraphs. Did everyone observe how we read the paragraphs? Ria is assuming the role of Suraj. I assume the role of beard-faced man. And then we quickly did the role play of a small conversation like 30 seconds. So that will help you understand the story even better. So that's why we will do the role play. So we will also do the next two paragraphs. Who wants to volunteer to do this role play? You can raise your hands. I will pick two persons. So you can, if you are interested in doing the role play, you can raise your hand. We will go through the next two paragraphs and then you can do the role play. Hazira and Sadia. You can unmute your mic. If you want to go through these two paragraphs, you can go through them. If you want me to go through the paragraphs and tell you the meaning, I can also do that. Your preference.
Sir, I am thinking that Sadia will decide what she want to do.
Okay. There are only two characters. One is Suraj and one is. So Sadia, which role do you want to play?
Suraj.
Suraj. So Sadia is taking the role of Suraj. So
Sir,
Hazira will be a So Sadia, can you read the paragraph and tell us what do you think is the meaning of the first paragraph?
sir, I can read.
Yes, Gokul, go on.
I want to go everywhere, said Suraj. I want to go to England and China and Africa and Greenland. I want to go all over the world.
Okay. Everyone understood what is the meaning of the first paragraph?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Hazira, you want to do the second paragraph?
Sir?
Yes, sir. Hello?
Yes, yes, Hazira.
Yeah. So I have to read next paragraph, right?
Yes, the one in the blue color.
Yeah. Then you are on the right train, said the man. This train goes everywhere. First, it will take you to the sea, and then you will have to get on a ship if you want to go to China.
Yes. So the beard-faced man is saying this. So in the previous paragraph, Suraj is saying, I want to go everywhere. I want to go to England, China, Africa, and Greenland. I want to go all over the world. Then the beard-faced man is saying, this train will take you there. This is the correct train that you have boarded. This train will take you everywhere. First, it will take you to the sea. Then you have to take a ship if you want to go to China. So that is what the beard-faced man is saying. Sadia, I see you are back. Can you unmute your mic and participate in the role play?
Okay, sir.
So you can start. Adia is playing the role of Azira is playing the role of beard. You can start.
I want to go everywhere, said Suraj. I want to go to England and China and Africa and Greenland. I want to go all over the world. Then you are in the right train, said. Then you are in the right train. This train goes everywhere. First, it will take you to the sea. After, you have to go in a ship to the China.
That is how you do the role play. But instead of just reading paragraphs, you can also make it people talking to. Example, Sadia can ask, "Hi, beard-faced man. I want to go to all of these places. Do you think this train will go to all of these places?" Just like that. You can assume that you are Suraj and then ask the question. Okay. Sounds good. Who wants to volunteer for the next few lines? You can raise your hand if you want. Yogita and then Zubeda. Yogita and Zubeda. Yogita, you can do till here. You can also,
Sir, can I take the place of Suraj?
yes, you can discuss with Zubeda. You can discuss with each other. You can decide the roles. Then you can read these blue lines and then you can play the conversation. So Zubeda, you can talk and decide.
What, sir? Your voice is striking.
Okay, guys, I'm saying you guys see the blue colored lines on the screen. So this is the story that you have to play the role play for. Yogita is one person, Zubeda is the other person. You can decide on which character you want to play and then do the role play. Yogita, you want to start reading the paragraphs and then explain the meaning to Zubeda maybe?
How do I get on a ship? Asked Suraj. The man who had been fumbling about in the folds and pockets of his shabby clothes produced a packet of BBs. Sir, what is that? It's correct, na?
It's BBs, that is like cigarettes.
And a box of matches and began smoking the aromatic leaf.
Yes.
Leaf. Can you cook? He asked. Yes, said Suraj untrustfully. Can you? What, sir?
Untruthfully. That means?
Can you scrub a desk? Why not? Can you sail a ship? I can't sail anything. Then you will.
Yes, I can.
Then,
okay.
What, sir?
The previous sentence is I can say.
Then you will get to China.
Oh, man. So if you read these paragraphs, I think the conversation.
Sir, I can't able to hear you, sir. Your voice is breaking.
Can you hear me? Yogita, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will tell you what is the conversation happening.
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Remember before, the beard-faced man is saying you have to take a ship to go to China. Now Suraj is asking, how do I go on a ship? Then The beard-faced man is thinking for something and he asked, can you cook? The beard-faced man is asking to Suraj, can you cook? That means, can you cook dishes? Suraj is saying yes, but is he saying truth? No, he is lying. If you see the sentence, he said untruthfully. That means he is lying. The beard-faced man is again asking, can you scrub a deck? That means, can you clean the deck? Scrubbing means yes, I can also do that. The beard-faced man is again asking, can you sail a ship?
నా అప్పి అతని పోయి ఉంటే కరెంట్ బిల్ కట్టిటంటే
Hi. Okay, guys. Can you sail a ship? So, Suraj is saying, yes, I can sail anything. So then the beard-faced man is saying, yes, you will get to China. If you know all of these things, you will definitely go to China. Zubeda, did you understand the story so far? Can you do the role play?
Sir.
Okay, Yogita and Zubeda, you can discuss with each other and then start the conversation.
So, Zubeda, can you take the place of the man?
Yes.
Okay, Yogita, I think you can start the conversation. Zubeda can take the role of beard-faced man.
Okay. So, how do I get on a ship?
You can call the name of the person. You can say, beard-faced man, how can I do it? Because this is
Huh.
right? This is happening between two people, so you can use your name.
Okay, sir. Beard-faced man, how can I get on a ship?
Who had been fumbling about in the folds and packets of his shabby's clothes. What is this, sir?
Produce.
Producer. That is correct, sir.
Yes.
A packet of beetles and a box of matches and began smoking the aromatic leaves.
Yes. The next sentence is also yours. You should ask the question.
Okay, sir. Can you cook?
Yes, I can cook.
Can you scrub a duck?
Why not? I can scrub a desk.
Can you sail a ship?
Yes, I can sail anything.
Then you will get to China.
Yes. Thank you, Zubeda and Yogita. That was a very good conversation. So that is how you do the role play. Instead of just reading out the sentences, you can just talk to each other person, just like you are speaking with your friend. Okay, so that is the main characteristic of role play. So far, does anyone have any questions so far? You can raise your hands if you have any questions.
So, sir, the man will take Suraj to China.
We don't know, Yogita. We will see in the next few paragraphs, but that is a good guess. Maybe the man will help Suraj to go to China. We did not read about that sentences yet. Maybe in the next few sentences, we will see the answer for that. Yes, Gokul.
So, sir,
Wait, Yogita, I'll come back to you later. Gokul, you have a question?
Sir is thinking now. The man tells him to go. This train is going to China. The Suraj, he is not worrying about his family, no.
Yes, that is a good thinking. I don't know why, but Suraj did ask about Suraj is worrying about his hometown or family. Looks like he's not worried about. Why he's not worried about his home, we don't know. That's a very good guess. Maybe the author will say a few sentences in the next few paragraphs. We will see, but
Okay, sir.
we don't know why he is not worrying about his home. Okay, anyone else has any question? You can raise your hand. Yogita, you have a question?
Yes, sir. Can I?
Yes.
So, sir, to go to China, we have to do all these things: cooking, scrubbing a desk, and sailing a ship, like that.
I think. Why do you think, Yogita? Does one need to do those if they want to go to China? Do you think?
No, sir. I think the man is kidnapping Suraj, and he'll make him to work this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is a reasonable guess. But here is what I'm thinking. I think Suraj doesn't have any money to buy a ticket to China. Maybe if he can join the ship as a worker who works in the ship, doing all of these things like cooking and scrubbing, if he can do all of these things, maybe he can go to China without paying any money. Maybe that's why the beard-faced man is asking Suraj all of these questions. That is what I'm thinking. Even I don't know. That is my guess, but we will see in the next few paragraphs. Okay, guys. So where are we? Yes. So I think why the beard-faced man is asking all of these questions, we don't know. We will probably see in the next few paragraphs why this man is asking these questions. But I told you my guess. Yogita told what her guess was. Yogita is thinking maybe the man is kidnapping Suraj, but we will see in the next few paragraphs.
Yes, sir. He leaned back against a crate, stuck his dirty feet upon another crate, and puffed contentedly at his biddy.
Yes. Can you try to explain what is the meaning? If you don't know the meaning of something, I will try to explain. But can you try to explain what do you think is the meaning?
Sir, can you repeat? I can't hear your voice.
Yes. Can you try to explain to the class what do you think is the meaning of this sentence? If you don't know any words or something, I will try to explain.
Back to the crate and stuck his dirty feet upon another crate and puffed contentedly. So, what is the meaning of contentedly?
Contented. We already learned this word in the previous class. Does anyone remember? What is the meaning of contented?
So what?
What is the meaning of contented? Yogita, I think you asked this question before. What is the meaning of contented? Do you remember?
Sir, containment, a box ship taken go.
No, Vijay, that is a container. This is contented.
Container.
Yes, contented means satisfied. He is feeling satisfied. Okay, that is what the same meaning we have learned in the previous class as well. So contented means feeling satisfied. Okay, so he leaned back against a crate, stuck his dirty feet upon another crate. Who is this? The beard-faced man. The beard-faced man is also on the floor because he fell down, right? Because the train is going fast. So he also sitting back, leaning against a crate. He is sitting right next to the crate and he is putting his dirty feet upon another crate. Maybe there was another crate in front of him. Now he is putting his dirty feet upon the another crate and puffed contentedly at his BD. Okay. All of these words we have learned in the previous paragraphs. What did I say a BD means?
Cigarette.
BD means cigarette. Contentedly means satisfied. He's feeling satisfied. He's feeling happy. Karthik, you have a question?
Sir, what is meant by lean, sir?
Leaning. Yes, leaning means I will probably show you with an image. Yes, leaning means going in this slant direction.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Like this. Do you guys see? Do you guys see this person?
Yes, sir.
Do you guys see the person?
Yes, sir.
He is
Yes, sir.
leaning the car. He's not sitting. He's not also standing. He is just leaning onto the car. So now, do you guys understand what is the meaning of leaning?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All these words, all these new words that you are learning, revise them every day. Otherwise, you will forget. So once the class gets over, you can read the paragraphs again and then revise them. If you revise them every day, you will remember these meanings. Can someone tell me what is the meaning of puffed?
Smoked.
Pulled.
Sir, I think he whispered himself.
So puff at his it is something you do with a cigarette. Ria, you have an answer?
So this is, I think, puffed means like bloated.
Puffed means bloated. Yes, that is the meaning in a different context. But here he is puffing with his cigarette. So what is something that you can do with a cigarette? You can inhale and exhale the smoke. That is called puffing. Maybe I will show you one other image that will explain what is the meaning. See how the train here is leaving a lot of smoke. Do you guys notice this on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
See any
Yes, sir.
smoking cigarette, he will also leave out some smoke like this, right? That is called puffing. Okay. The beard fixed is smoking his cigarette and puffing contentedly. He is feeling very satisfied. That is the meaning of this sentence. Karthik, can you read these sentences, the one in the blue color?
Yes, sir. Suraj finished the apple, took another from the crate, and dug his teeth into it. He took aim with the core of the old and tried to hit the telegraph pole, but missed it by meters. It was not the same as throwing a cricket ball.
Yes, very good. So now can you read these sentences slowly and tell us what do you understand from this sentence? At the same time, can you try to tell us what is the meaning of this sentence? If you don't know any word or if you are confused, I will try to help, but you can try to explain the meaning.
Okay, sir. Suraj finished the apple. Suraj has finished the apple, sir.
Yes.
Took another from the crate and dug his teeth into it. When Suraj has ate the apple, he crate and dug teeth into it.
He took another apple from the crate and started biting it. That is what is the meaning of dug his teeth into it. That means he started biting the apple. Okay. Yes.
He took aim with the core. Sir, what is mean by aim, sir?
Aim means target, goal.
Okay.
Goal of,
Core of
yes,
sir. What core? What is mean by core, sir?
of the apple means the center part of the apple. Whenever you eat an apple, you will eat the center part of the apple. You will not eat all of the, you will eat this and you will leave the part. Yes,
Yes, sir.
that is the meaning of core.
Okay, sir. Of the
Sir, your
old.
voice is breaking.
Yogita, I think it's not my voice, maybe your internet connection, because other people were able to hear. Just wait for a few more seconds.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Karthik.
Can I continue?
Yes, yes.
Ah, yes.
The old and tried to hit the telegram pole. He has to the old and he has to try to hit the telegraph pole.
He's trying to hit the telegraph pole with something. What is that? What is he throwing at the telegraph pole?
He's throwing the apple, which is the middle of it.
Yes.
That
What do you call that? From the sentence, what do we call that? The core. The core of
core
correct.
of the apple,
Yes.
but missed it by meters. It was not the same as throwing a cricket ball.
Yes.
He has missed that meter. He does not. He wants was not the same as throwing a cricket ball.
Yes. So Suraj finished eating one apple. Then he took another apple from the crate and started eating it. He already finished one apple, but he's left with the core of the apple. With that core, he is trying to hit the telegraph poles that are outside the train through the door. Trying to hit the telegraph pole with the core of the apple, the uneven part of the apple. Did he hit the telegraph pole? No, he missed it by meters. He did not hit the telegraph pole. It wasn't the same as throwing a cricket ball. He's also thinking, if it was a cricket ball, maybe I would have done better. But this is like an apple. It is not like the cricket ball. So maybe I missed it because of that reason. Okay, next few sentences. Who wants to read? Raise your hand. Srinivas?
Yes, sir. Then, to make the apple more interesting, he began to take big bites to see if he could devour it in 3 mouthfuls. But it took him 4 bites to finish the apple. So he started on another. So he thought to make more interesting the apple, he began to eat big bites, and he tried to complete the apple with 3 big bites, but it took 4 bites, and he started on another apple.
Yes, very good explanation. So Suraj is feeling a little bored, so that's why he's thinking to make things a little bit more interesting. He is challenging himself if he can eat all of the apple in just 3 bites. That's why he's taking a lot of apple at one bite. But was he successful in just eating with 3 bites? No, it actually took him 4 bites. So he took another apple and then started eating that apple in 3 bites. Okay, next paragraph. Sadia, do you want to read this paragraph?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can start.
Suraj had always wanted to be in a train that would take him to strange new places, over hundreds and hundreds of kilometers. And here was a train doing just that, and he wasn't quite sure if it has what he really wanted.
Yes, very good. That is the entire paragraph. Can you try to tell us what do you think is the meaning? Maybe you can read sentence by sentence.
Okay, sir. Suraj always wanted to be in a train, it seems.
Yes, very good. Suraj always wanted to go in a train. Yes.
A train that would take him strange new places. He wants a train which will take him for new places.
Yes. Strange. What do you think is the meaning of the word strange?
Strange,
I
different.
Yes. It's very different. So he always wanted to go to places that are very different from his hometown. Very good. Next sentence.
over 100 of kilometers. He wanted to go far 100 kilometers.
Yes, very good. He wants to go far away from his hometown.
And here was a train doing just that. This was the train what he thought and he want to be.
Yes, he wants to go to a far away place. The author is saying this is the plan that will take him to a far place. Okay?
And he wasn't quite sure if it was what he really wanted.
Yes.
Means,
Okay, now Suraj is thinking. So now the train is going to a really far place. Now Suraj is actually thinking, do I really want to go to a far place? Since the action is happening now he's really thinking, would I be happy if I go to a far place? So he started thinking after getting into the train. Even before getting into the train, he always wanted to go to a far place. But when he actually is going to a far place, he's little confused and worried. Do I really want to go to a far place? Because if you go to a far place, you will not know anyone there. How will you survive in the no place? Maybe that's why Suraj is worrying a little bit. Okay. Next paragraph. Does anyone have any questions so far? You can raise your hand and ask me. Does anyone have any questions so far? Srinivas?
So, sir, what happens to his mom and his parents?
Yes, that is a very good thing. But did we read anything about that in the story, Srinivas?
I'm confused about that.
Yeah, we don't know because we haven't read any part of that story. They will tell us in the later part of the story, but from whatever the story that we have read so far, we don't know anything about the parents of Suraj. Yogita?
Sir, why does Suraj think that the man will take him to all the places?
Suraj is not thinking that the man will take, but he is thinking that train will take him to all the places. Okay?
So, sir, the man is taking the train also. No, so he said that
No. The man
I'll take you to China.
he did not the man did not say, I will go to China. What did he say? You can go to China. Okay. So that's what the man said. So the man is not taking Suraj. Both of them don't know where they are going. Did the man know where he is going? He also doesn't know. So both of them don't know where he is going, but man is just saying you can go to China if you go in this time, and later. Srinivas, you have a question?
No, sir.
Okay. Sounds good. This paragraph, raise your hand if you want to read this paragraph. Ria, do you want to read this paragraph? Yes.
Yes. The train was coming to a station. The engine whistled. Slowed down. The number of railway lines increased, crossed, spread out in different directions. Before the train could come to a stop, Suraj's companion came to the door and jumped to the ground.
Yes, very good. Can you try to tell us what did you understand from this paragraph? You can read sentence by sentence and then explain it to us.
So the train was, it arrived at the station. So it was slowing down. It did the whistle, and there were some railway tracks going in different directions, and then even before the train could start, Suraj's companion went to the door and he jumped to the ground.
Yes, very good. So the train was coming to a station. Maybe it will stop in the station. That's why it is slowing down a little bit. So the train is coming to the station. The number of railway lines increased. Whenever you observe closer to the railway station, there will be a lot of railway tracks. So that's why the author is saying the number of railway lines has also increased, spread out in different directions. They are going in several different directions. Before the train could come to a stop, Suraj's companion came to the door and jumped to the ground. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of the word companion?
Friends.
Sir, the companion means where one person is there, no, another person comes to there.
Yes, companion can be a friend or can be a partner or can be two people together. So that's the meaning of the companion. Who is Suraj's companion in this story?
The man.
Bearded man.
The man.
Yes, the beard man. Yes, the beard-faced man is the Suraj's companion. What did he do when the train is coming close to the railway station? What did the man do?
He jumped out of the train.
He jumped out of the train. I don't know why. Can anyone guess why do you think the man jumped out of the train?
Sir,
Yes, Gokul.
sir, I can tell. Sir, because he is not having any ticket and he is eating the apple without the permission of the trainer.
Yes.
That why where they check anybody is there, no, that time. That
Yes.
why he jump out of the train.
Yes, very good guess. I also think the same reason, because he doesn't have any ticket and he's on the train without any permission. So maybe that's why the man jumped out of the ground. Yogita, do you have an answer?
Sir, I have a different answer.
Tell me.
So I think the man have got off the train to bring something like to drink water or something.
Okay. Yeah, maybe the man wants something that is not in the train. Maybe that's why he jumped out of the train. Sadia, do you have a different answer?
Sir, I have what's the meaning of companion?
Yes, companion means a friend or a person that is with some other person. For example, if I'm sending, let's say I'm sending Yogita and Hazira to some other place, I can say Yogita is a companion of Hazira, and in the same way, Hazira is the companion of Yogita. So it means like the persons together. It can to some other person that is coming along with you. An example of companion. Companion doesn't mean only one person. It can be also many people. For example, in our class, all of our friends are our companions because they are all in the same classroom. I can also say all my students are my companions because they all study in the same school. So companions means our friends, our partners, or the people who study with us, who work with us, anything like that. Okay. Did you understand the meaning, Sadia?
Nikhil sir, we have
Sadia, did you understand the meaning?
yes.
Okay. Vijay, do you have a question?
Sir, we also have a English lesson also. Two companions.
Where did you read this story? Can you tell us?
Sir, in 7th English textbook.
Sir, can I?
Yes.
I not.
Sir, the Timothy lesson. He has two companion, Toto the monkey and a mongrel puppy.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Has companions. Remember, Timothy is with that monkey, so that's why they are saying companions. They are living together. Okay, guys, we will just read one more paragraph and then we will close today's lesson. So this
Okay, sir.
paragraph, who didn't get a chance yet to read the paragraph? Anyone who has not done the paragraph so far?
Vijay.
Vijay, can you read this paragraph? The
Yes, sir.
the one in,
Sir, can we read?
yes.
You'd better keep out of sight if you don't want to be catched, he called, and waving his hand, he disappeared into the jungle across the railway tracks.
Yes. Can you tell us, Vijay, what did you understand from this paragraph?
Sir,
You would
sir,
better keep out of
next time better.
So you would better keep out of sight if you don't want to be caught. So the man is saying, go hide somewhere, because if you travel like this, some person will caught you because you don't have a ticket and you are eating apple. So you don't get caught. To go and hide someplace in the truck and wave and disappear into the jungle. Then the first man is waving his hand. Who he is waving his hand to? Raise a hand. Whom the beard-faced man is waving his hand to. Okay, guys. To whom do you think is the beard-faced man is waving his hands to?
Suraj.
Suraj.
Yes, there is only one other person in the story, right? So he is waving his hands to Suraj and he's telling, go hide somewhere in the train, because if you get caught, it will be a lot of trouble. So he is advising Suraj, go hide somewhere, because if other person will see you, they might punish you, they might put a fine on you, something like that. So it's better that you go hide in some place.